We're live. What's up? What's up on all platforms and the shorts feed. Look, man, I'm telling you, this workout, it's really getting me. But speaking of which, I got a few clips here. We're gonna start the party off right. You send your girl out to a trainer. This is what's going on, and eventually he's gonna be spanking that booty from behind, someplace or another. But with no further ado, I'm gonna get right into this one. You guys go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share the live stream. Drop some comments if you're here on the short stream or the regular stream. I love chopping it up with you guys. And what else? Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe. I think I said that already. Whatever. It's worth saying twice. Make sure you guys subscribe. It's so important, man. It's so important. Let's get right into it.
That smack is unnecessary, fellas. Yeah. When your girl says she going to her trainer, fellas, just keep this one in mind. 1, 2, 3, up. That smack is unnecessary, fellas.
That's a loud one too, man. I mean, he's really focused. Look at his face.
Yeah.
I want that form to be perfect.
Well, okay then. Y'all asked for it. I'm delivering it.
No one asked for it.
This video, we're going to talk about the difference between karmic men and divine men. You want to listen to this. So karmic masculines, okay, so they have a avoidant attachment style, usually. These are masculines who are very unemotional, head over heart. They have a lot of pride, a lot of ego. They were developed this way because in their childhood, when it came to them expressing their needs, they were emotionally emasculated. So a lot of them were shut down as a child. They really didn't speak their truth growing up. Men are taught to, basically shut up. They don't cry. They don't do none of that. But men are very emotional, just as women are. Many karmic masculines grew up in poverty or just where it has been very difficult for them to meet basic needs in their life. And, they cling to their mothers. And as we all know, a lot of, fathers, either they're in the picture, but they're not active with their kids, or some of them are just not there at all. So there's not really a male role model for masculines to really look up to really understand how a man functions in a family dynamic. The first relationship a man has is with their mother. And a lot of masculines who are in karmic energy grew up in dysfunctional family household dynamics. Their mother broke their heart over and over and over and over again. And so it's no coincidence as they grow up in adolescence into adulthood, they pick women who pretty much do the same thing and treat them like SHIT, if you know what I mean. See, that's what they perceive to be love, because the first woman who told them that they loved them treated them like crap. So it's no coincidence that a lot of times karmic masculines or masculines in karmic energy, I would say, where they say they're, many people say, oh, men are narcissists and this, that, the third. They're moving in that narcissistic energy because that's the energy they were raised in. So that's all they know. So don't be quick to call a man a narcissist. You have to understand his brokenness, okay? But men who move in karmic energy are unsure of the future. They operate in a false identity because there's been a lack of those type of role models in their life to give them their identity and let them know who they are as it relates to the Most High God or the kingdom of the Most High. So the agenda that's always pushed on them is, being that provider, getting money. And then you have other karmic feminines who really only pick men for what they can do for them, how they can provide for them financially. If they ain't got the money, then they don't get the girl. And so men grow up, they end up having a love for just making money more so than just being in love. So that's why a lot of times when this a masculine and karmic energy gets with a divine feminine, they go through the honeymoon phase and it's wonderful, but then they split because what the divine feminine does is she shows him a reflection of who he really is as it relates to him being the divine counterpart, whereas up to that point he never believed that it existed. So she shows him true love, and it confuses the mess out of him. Creates a lot of mental conflict. They don't know how to handle or process those emotions because that's how it's always been since they were a child. So they bury it, they repress it. Hence, they repress you. So they leave you. They continue to go through the motions. They collaborate with people who envy them, who jealous of them, because they're all, most people want to, they're focused on the 3D. They're focused on what they can see in the earth realm. So masculines and karmic energy go through a lot of bullshit in the earth realm with people, places, and things because they have not yet figured themselves out. They don't use their emotions. They use logic. So that's why it seems like they can just so easily block you and move on with their life. They go through the motions, but you have their heart, divine feminine. And when they come to that realization, that's why they always spin the block, because they run off and they get with karmic feminines who don't hold them accountable, who don't challenge them, who let them be in their shadows always. And with divine feminine, she sheds a light on all of that, and she's more like a mirror to him. So she shows him who he wants to be, but is afraid to be, because of the last time he put his heart out there and it was shattered into 1,000,001 pieces. And a man will fight this and resist having to use their heart. This is the reason why they settle for being a player, and they'll have many different women on the side that they, have backup plans with, just in case the one they went don't work out. So basically, a man in karmic energy continues to seek outward for their purpose, for, opportunity. And so a man in divine energy is completely different. A divine counterpart, a divine masculine, goes within. A divine masculine is very independent, not codependent, have been through some of the same struggles as a masculine and karmic energy, but they chose to transmute it. They chose who they wanted to be, that they did not want to be a narcissist or have narcissistic tendencies. They didn't want to create an environment, a family dynamic within that same.
I'm gonna let her finish cooking, but you guys bear with me, man. These people that come and cut the grass, they don't tell me ahead of time, and I gave them a number, told them to let me know, and they refuse to text me. They pop up out here, and I've been out here working out all morning. They normally come at 9, and for some reason when I go live, of course, so all this loud noise, they're mowing around the house, they're weeding around the house. So just bear with me, man. I try to have things organized, but you can't help it when the devil's working through people, man. I'm out here in hillbilly land, man. Sometimes they want to prove a point. I don't know, man.
Dysfunction. Most divine masculines end up with karmic women because it's intentional to teach that masculine who he truly is, that this is not what you prefer. Divine masculine are emotionally intelligent. They know how to process their emotions. They know how to communicate effectively. They can show up for you because they show up for themselves every day. They are humbled, and they've been humbled through life, and they still lead with their heart. And no matter what they've gone through, they still have faith in true love. Divine masculines are rare because men are visual. So by nature, they are very lustful. They go after things they can see and touch. But when it comes to divine masculine or being a divine masculine, they have to have courage to believe something they have not seen. And that is a challenge for them to make that decision to move forward in life, not really knowing the blueprint. Divine masculine, their mentality is just different. They realize that they are the flex. They're not going out looking for it. They show up. That's when the party starts because they know who they are and they walk in that confidence. They are givers. They give life. They speak life, into you. They're great manifestors. They block out negativity and they know the difference of between who's for them and who's not for them. Regardless if you could be as fine as I don't know what, have a rack and everything looking good, all in place where it needs to be. No, he trusts the energy. The divine counterpart trusts energy over what they physically see. So divine masculine can see through illusions. They can see what is hidden. It's a gift that they have. They can tell when somebody is on some BS. See, a man in karmic energy fights and resists pretty much everything because they don't know the difference. So if you showing up as the light, they're gonna fight you too because everyone who told them that they love them end up self-sabotaging or deceiving them or doing something still stole from them in some kind of way. So they just don't trust people, period. The lenses that a karmic man sees through is just basically confusion. And if you're not careful, that's how he'll see you. And that's why you have to be someone who is confident and secure in who you are to be like, no, sir, that's not the truth. And then you show them by standing in your truth, regardless.
Well, I let her cook for quite some time. So all I'm gonna say is this: in her infinite wisdom and intuition, why hasn't God given her the know-how to maintain a balanced diet and a healthy weight? That also being said, right, it just seems like they come up with stuff to describe men that won't listen to them. Like, you know how modern women like to just tell you what to do, or tell you what a real man is, or tell you how you're supposed to move, and that's not her place, man. That See, when you sit around and you think it's your job to critique somebody that's coming up with stuff, you lose yourself. When has it ever been a woman's job to just critique what a man comes up with? And when you don't let them critique you, they do this thing where they come up with this word vomit, or whatever you want to call this divine masculine stuff. And of course, the divine masculine is going to be the one that takes her advice, and it's just alpha beta stuff with different words, man. It's just alpha beta stuff with different words. That's all they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on, Mike? What's going on? I'm gonna tell you what's going on with her face, gentlemen. While this woman is telling you about how you who go against, you heard what she said, the kind of karmic is the one that goes against everything, even if you're there to help. Who asked for your funky ass help? See, this is what I keep talking about. They project themselves and throw themselves on you, and you didn't ask for it. And then whenever you don't respond the way they want, oh, you're a karmic. Oh, you're a bad person. You threw your energy on me and I didn't ask for it. You threw your help on me that I didn't ask for, which really your help is what you observe of me and the direction you think I should go, which ain't God's direction. So why are you playing God in my life? I'm telling you, man. And when you stay in alignment with God, this is what happens. Oh, you don't listen to nobody. I listen to God. Oh, you think you're better than anybody else? No, I don't. I listen to God. I got plenty of good people around me. Da, da, da. They get mad when you pretty much let them know that they don't qualify. Next thing you know it, you're a bad person, man. We have boundaries and whatnot. You're a bad person. And to go back to things, this so-called oracle or whatever she is, and she's over here on TikTok using the bold glamour filter. And what that does is put a whole mask on top of the mask, on top of the mask. Now, there's filters out there that women use, but the Bold Glamour morphs your entire face, arches your eyebrows, put a whole skin tone on you, you know, redo their lips and their eyes. It's a whole mask. Now, a lot of y'all don't know this because a lot of y'all like, oh, I hate TikTok, I stay away from it. I'm involved in all the apps. So me being an engineer, of course, I'm going to be fooling around with stuff. And I'm like, look at this. And whenever I see women, when I see them looking a certain way, you know, the way to find out what they used. If you look at their name on TikTok, right above their name will be the filter that they used. So if they're using a Bold Glamour filter on TikTok, if you go to their TikToks, they might edit it out on a YouTube, but it'll say Bold Glamour or Glamour Bold. I think it's Bold Glamour, and it'll be right above their name. And it's like, well, how can y'all be so confident in yourselves, but you have to put that filter on every time you go live or every time you make a video? How could you be so confident in your words? I'm telling you, man. What's going on, Mike? What's going on? Yep. And this one ain't even a chameleon. She's overweight. You know, this one right here is just heavyweight champ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Over here in between meals, you know, dropping some content. You know, she's got to maintain those calories and stuff. Because what I'm saying is, you know, I'm trying to do better. I'm not trying to roast them every time. Okay, so you guys, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you. I will be out here getting on to those lawnmower people, but you know, I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be a better person. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna keep it trucking. You know, on to the next video. We've let her talk for so long.
This is the absolute fact.
So y'all gonna have to let me know, why does it seem some women think a good dating tactic or strategy is just to get him married, girl? If I can just get him down the aisle. He wild, he out in the streets now, but girl, if I could just get him married, everything will be all right. Have y'all ever heard of that before? I've heard of it, but I would have no clue why anyone would think that's a good strategy. So I have no answers. Y'all let me know. Is that some sort of strategy? Does that work? So y'all gonna have to let me know, why does it seem some women think a good dating tactic or strategy is just to get him married, girl?
This woman right here, she's always got something to say. She might have a couple of drinks and then record the video. I mean, when they're single, they have a lot of time on their hands. Gentlemen, let's keep it trucking.
No! Would you consider? But if you're gonna do that, why get in a relationship? Just be single and live your best life.
Mm-hmm. We need something to fall back on too.
Experience. That's chasing an experience.
Yo, what they're doing is
chasing the lifestyle that he never got.
Yes, but what you're doing is you're dating younger women, and you're kind of like ruining, damaging them at a young age. So now when we get to our 30s,
she's a very attractive woman, but let's break down the babbling just a little bit. Just bear with me. She's making it seem like these women are made or forced to date these older men. They're not forced to do anything. They're not forced to date at all. They're not forced to open their legs. They're not forced to open their legs to older men. So let's make sure we frame the conversation properly. Now, let's let her continue to babble.
we're completely damaged by older men, and now we don't want y'all, and y'all don't want us.
Time the hell out. Hold up. Time out.
No. You gotta understand. Nobody's.
No.
Look, the man is 40, 45, let's say, right?
I get it.
Now he has his money, his house. Now he got time, right? He has time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger women, right? Let's say a 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20.
Enough. Again, this is wild accusations with no proof that this 40 to 45-year-old man would be a cheater. Nor has she framed it properly. What are the terms and conditions of the relationship? Is he allowed to step out every now and again? Is she taken care of unconditionally, everything paid for, right? Smashing that ass and everything like that, right? What's the terms and conditions? She's just saying stuff. This is what we call babble, and this is what we call it babble. She's just taking stuff and just blending it together, talking points she's heard, and she's rambling, and there's no man there to be like, stop, stop talking, shut up. Like, let's get some framework going on here, some structure. What are you talking about? What does he do for a living? What does she do? How do you know that he's a cheater? Has she posted it up on the gram? What? How do we know anything? Where is she getting this stuff from? It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
25-year-olds, you're damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's gonna cost her pretty much years to heal. Right? Now we get fast forward years later, she's 30, right? She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life after he built.
And she's shaking her head to this babbling nonsense. They're always a victim. They are always a victim. I'm telling you, man.
Himself. But if you're gonna do that, why get in a relationship? Just be single and live your best life.
Here's how to. I do not cook for my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number 2, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family. So I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number 3, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it.
She also is not going to help him by staying in shape, you know, keeping off the thick neck and the big backatry. She's not going to do that for him either.
Away, I won't help him fold anything. Like, that's his responsibility. I've been crying all morning long. My husband told me that I needed to pack my stuff and out the house. So I have my bag and I'm about to start packing. I literally have nowhere to go. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hit the streets.
I do not cook for my husband.
Get your ass
I only
back
cook
to the
for
streets.
My husband
Back
will
to
be
the
making
street.
his own
Back-
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Back to the streets.
Number 2, I do not help him pay any bills.
I'm still not a person
Husband was standing on business.
who would completely go outside completely naked.
It doesn't matter as a man or as a man that you're committed to. We're doing it not only for your safety, our own safety.
Let's see if they get him to cook on this one, man. This is normally the one that starts cooking.
Putting us in a position where we might have to be vulgar or be on a
Be physical, like
the man just said he fighting for your honor and your respect. It's not a joke.
Now we're saying like,
men are dying protecting women because she got her ass out. Granted, I could meet you one way, but it's all about growing in a relationship. Things change, compromising.
I'm still not a person who would completely go outside completely
that like
naked.
button.
It doesn't matter as a man or as a man that you're committed to.
Is there anybody that sort of,
if your hairline is thinning,
Hold up. Trying to get me flagged here, but we need to make sure that we investigate the video. What's going on here?
Keep that demon tongue away.
I think let it play all the way through. Shit. Well, I don't think man, it's been a long 2 years.
It's a meat lover's pizza.
Where's the extra meat?
It's extra meat on here.
Not on there, sir. I want the meat.
Oh no.
I said I want the meat.
Hey, yo, this ain't that type of party.
I said I want the meat. Sir, what is this?
Yeah.
God came to him and said, "Why are you hiding?" He said, "I'm naked." He said, "Who told you you're naked?" He said, "The woman that you gave me the fruit and I ate." He took no responsibility over that woman. This is the sin of Adam, not the sin of Eve. But you men believe that.
got to get a concordance to understand what words mean. You need to understand exactly what God instructed Adam to do, because he wasn't disobedient. He was punished for the thing that you tell women to do and you tell men to do. People sent me a video of you saying a man should give 100% of his check to his wife. God punished Adam because he hearkened to the voice of his woman and he wasn't the leader that you saying that men should do.
God came to him.
I can't believe that man said that a man should give a woman 100% of his check. Wow, man. Wow. Just give up on life. Just give up on life.
How long he did this, how long he basically worked 3 jobs. This man is at a breaking point, right? He said, I cannot work no more. It's going to kill me. Okay.
He can't be about to die if he told his wife not to work.
That was pride. First of all,
No.
I want to put that in there. That not
don't-
working was
right,
pride.
and don't let your pride kill you.
So it was 3, he was working 3 jobs, right? And if he's working 3 jobs and it's not, has nothing to do with $47,000, like, yo, I'm working 3 jobs. You're watching me kill myself. Every day you're watching me not be able to do anything to like that would make me happy. I'm literally working to supply a home and cover the costs and finances of this home for you. And yet you have never once ever had the audacity to say, hey, guess what? I saved $47,000 through the course of our marriage. And let's actually try to use this to kind of alleviate some of your stress. Now, I realize as a man that is married to this woman, or this type of woman, you would rather watch me die than to 1, downsize, and 2, help out, and 3, in the process, take and make me work harder. like not only did when he got back to work, she was still taking money. So he's already short on money, and she's still taking $200 a month. How long he did this? How long he basically worked 3 jobs? This man is at a breaking point, right?
When men go on boys trips, it is so that they can go to a new location and get new ass and then go back home and not have to worry about running into this chick later on. When men go on boys trips.
I didn't know there was such thing as boy trip, but you know what I'm saying? If there ain't nothing better than, you know, because some of you guys, y'all like snuggling up. Y'all like that home ass. You know what I mean? You like the chick that you got at the house all the time, you taking care of. You know, and then some of y'all like that good ass, but if there ain't nothing better than good ass or home ass, is new ass. You know what I'm saying? I agree with her.
How do these?
Love, you are the epitome of too good to be true. That's what you are. You are the epitome of too good to be true. You're loyal, dedicated, committed, focused, driven, purposed, and you look good.
Appreciate that.
And when you get into friendships with people, you're going to notice weirdness at some point because people realize that you have some of the answers to some of their problems, and everybody doesn't want their problem solved. So as you start giving them advice and their life starts to move in a positive direction, maybe away from toxic things that are negative, you will realize that sometimes people are like, you're just too strong. You're just too wise. You just know too much, and you can give me what I need, and I don't necessarily want what I need all the time. So I'm going to back off from you. And you're also going to notice that in relationships, in romantic partnerships, that people are going to try to find the loaded weapon in that situation. What's the problem? There's got to be something wrong with this individual, and they will try to find reasons to self-sabotage in that situation because they cannot believe that you embody too good to be true. When you're with them, you're with them. You're not all over the place. You're very locked in. You like to spend time. You like to do things. And people don't always want what they profess that they want. They say they want it, but then when they get it, it's uncomfortable. It's unrealistic to them. It feels like an out-of-body experience. So they will try to find the problem where there's none. Baby, you're too good to be true. You have everything that a person would want until they get it. And then when they get it, they question everything about it. So don't question yourself. Just know that God has blessed you with the ability that you have, with the gifts that you have, with the fortitude that you have. And everybody doesn't have what you have. And when you have the whole package, you are not the apple of their eye. You're the envy of their eye. And people will try to find the issue where there's none. Sabotage is a real thing. And when you are
that person that operates in God's glory. Not only that, but you just have that special something, that it factor, and you're too good to be true, people will try to find a reason to walk away, a reason to disconnect. There's got to be a problem. I'm looking in the phone. I'm finding an issue. I'm looking through the paperwork. There's got to be a problem. There's got to be a lie. This person can't have everything I want until they get it. And then they realize they can't handle it. So don't change the too good to be true. Don't try to steer away from the too good to be true, baby. Because when you got it, you got it. And you got it.
Y'all got y'all spiritual message for the day.
You are never going to get a man out of him if you treat him like a boy. 2, no man wants to lay down with his mom. And 3, give him breathing room to fail. If you ever want him to be the leader, let him lead. If you ever want him to be a man, stop treating him like he's a boy. I know women where every time their man is trying to make a decision, they're always speaking down on his decision making. If you just did this, it would be better. Gosh, why would you decide to do that?
We were just talking about this. It's like it's divine. You know, this video popped up. You know, it's on shuffle. Absolutely, man. We were talking about this. They think it's their job to sit around and critique what you come up with. They're not coming up with shit. You know, just sitting around waiting on you with something to critique it, to create space for themselves, because they have no space in your life. They have no real job in your life. So they got to make up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Let her cook.
You should have done it this way. He will build up insecurities in himself because of how you are speaking to him. He will start questioning all of his decisions because you've implemented those insecurities in him. And now he's going to you for direction. And then you're mad at him because he's not leading. So all to say is, let your man fail if he's going to fail.
There you go.
But stop automatically assuming failure. The thing is,
and those are not failures. See, you women, you see losses, but men see lessons. You know, take that in. Y'all see L's, y'all see losses, and we see lessons. That's how men work, man. Ever since we were kids, man, we fall, scrape our knee, be like, oh, I won't do that again. Or figure a different way out of doing it. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. It's a learning lesson. It's life. Through the struggle and the pain, man. You don't understand how men work.
The way you see him, he will become. So if you see him as somebody who will fail all the time, who will let you down all the time, that's exactly what you will get because you're always seeking it out. You are never going to get a man out of him if you treat him.
Yeah, this one right here is cooking up something, man. Look, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Let me see if
Suspect swears his farts don't stink, but they funky as hell.
Suspect dyes his hair black every day to hide the fact that he getting old.
Suspect swears she's tough, but lost every single fight she's ever been in. Like they really whooped her ass.
Hey, y'all, if y'all hear that, it's my stomach growling. I'm still fasting. Okay, I'm fasting.
Oh, they whooped her ass.
Suspect sleeps in a bonnet but doesn't want nobody to know.
Suspect wants me to suck her toes, but won't wax all that hair off her feet.
Okay, man.
Curious.
A lot of chicks, they get super curved and they're like, because I have a dog. When you're a woman dealing with a man in a romantic capacity, your goal should be to have.
I would let the saint preach, man, but he got some music going on. I don't want to get a copyright, man. But y'all know the Saint Center.
Why isn't no one talking about this?
I know some girls that put their baby daddy on child support, and then he started telling them, you got your money on that card. Don't call me.
Yeah, look, I was giving you more than that, but since you want to take your ass down there to them white people and put me on child support, now you finna take this 200 and go on about your business. Use that to buy the school clothes.
She needs shoes. Get it out child support. Oh, they only you put $1,000 on there, but we only received 600. Yeah, because they gotta eat too. They gotta take some of their money too.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. Go on, get your little, get your money. Stop playing.
And that's a cold conversation.
I know some girls that put their baby daddy on child support.
I have a question for you men. You men out there that you look at me knowing, you know what the deal is over here. You see this t-shirt? Do you see this fitted hat? You see this lineup? You know, why do y'all still do it? Do you feel like it's a challenge? Do you feel like you're going to be the champion that slays these boxers? Do you think that that is what's going to happen? Do you think this dragon is going to be slayed by you? Is that why you come over here? I'm so curious to know. It's happened too many times to be a Kawinka thing. And it's not even when I'm just in like comfortable clothes so you're not sure on what I look like. I be having the same jeans on as you, same size and everything. And you still come over here. What? Like you're fully aware of what the deal is and you still approach. I'm not one of them lady boys that's like, bro, don't come over here talking to, don't. I know I'm a lady. I appreciate it so much when a man can come out of his way knowing that I like women and no one says, hey, bro, you pretty. Shut up.
She got music in the background. Man, I was trying to let her cook, man. Y'all stop playing music in the background. It's not the 90s. Damn. You're not making your voicemail. You know what I mean? You know, back in the day, put the slow jam on and be like, hey, what's up? You know, you reach, man, blah, blah, blah. What do you got the music on the background for? We're trying to use these clips, man. Come on.
Do you want to know why men care about body count so much? Because they have a right to what's called informed consent, okay? So if you were dating somebody who maybe had a past of slapping girls, you would want to know that. So you can have informed consent about who you're dating because there are risks associated. Doesn't mean he's going to slap you. Just means that there's a risk involved. Well, let me tell you, people who have high body counts, who are very promiscuous, they run rampant with issues of intimacy, of not feeling fulfilled sexually in one monogamous relationship, and yes, cheating. What high body count shows in men and women is something called sex addiction. And when you end up in a relationship, relationships fluctuate. Sometimes there's times where there's more intimacy, sometimes there's less. And people who have higher body counts have a higher chance of cheating because they don't feel fulfilled in their sexual relationship with their partner anymore. They would argue, well, I love them. They're just not fucking me enough. They're just too vanilla.
I have a question for you men. You men out there?
Do you want to know why men care about body count so much?
Might as well let her cook again, but she was pretty much done. But there it is. You know what I'm saying? We got them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. That's what it is. See, you get with a woman and she gets bored. Her body count is so high. She needs something different. It don't matter what you're doing in the bedroom. She needs a different dick. It doesn't matter. She needs another toy. She needs some different balls. You know, she needs different man musk. She needs different dick. Got him.
Because they have a right to what's called informed consent, okay? So if you were dating somebody who maybe had a past of slapping girls, you would want to know that. So you can have informed consent about who you're dating because there are risks associated. Doesn't mean he's going to slap you. Just means that there's a risk involved. Well, let me tell you, people who have high body counts, who are very promiscuous, they run rampant with issues of intimacy, of not feeling fulfilled sexually in one monogamous relationship, and yes, cheating. What high body count shows in men and women is something called sex addiction. And when you end up in a relationship, relationships fluctuate. Sometimes there's times where there's more intimacy, sometimes there's less. And people who have higher body counts have a higher chance of cheating because they don't feel fulfilled in their sexual relationship with their partner anymore. They would argue, well, I love them. They're just not fucking me enough. They're just too vanilla. They're not kinky enough. So despite what you see all these giga chads saying about how they've got body counts of 300, most men, most average men have very, very generous small body counts, okay? And it's because most men view sex a lot more intimately than women do. And not all women, because a lot of women...
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. I was rocking with her. But some guys that, you know what I mean, that were giga chads, that, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking hypothetically, that may have high body counts, you know, could have reformed and, you know, or healed and don't run around chasing women anymore like that. I think men have the ability to change is what I'm saying. Okay. And all that experience, it definitely goes towards pleasing the lady that you have, the next one. I'm just saying, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater here. Okay. You know what I mean? There's nuance. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean.
Women are very intimate as well, but more than we think that they do. Men, correct me if I'm wrong. So when a man sees a woman who's been giving it up to everybody, he asks himself, how do you view intimacy? How do you view me? How do you view my body? How do you view it when I am...
Oh, she's talking about from a woman's perspective. Absolutely. Yeah. Y'all, your body count. Yeah, let her cook. I thought she was talking about both. Whew.
Giving you my body, do you view it as sacred as I do? And it's not just men who question these things, because I myself used to be someone who thought body count didn't matter. And then I started dating somebody with an enormous body count. I refused to sleep with him. I thought he was disgusting. And I questioned all of these things myself. So quit acting like it's some fucking misogynistic weird thing, because it's not. And a lot of women care too. Thank you. Do you want to know why men?
Okay. No, I agree with a lot of points she made, but I think women make exceptions for certain men. I'm just gonna be real. I'm not even trying to be like that.
Why don't you ladies know how to be submissive to your man? You don't have to be his mama just because you cooking for him and you taking care of him. What is the problem with catering to your man these days? Why don't you ladies know how to be submissive to your man?
It's because they want to take over. They don't want to be submissive. They want a man to submit to them. Yeah. It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy.
He thinks he's helping, but he's doing it wrong. Soap, he's scrubbing hard enough and literally creating his own personal slip and slide on the counter. At least he's helping, right, sis? He's a good man. Let him be great. Let him be great.
You wash, you use soap and water, and you scrub. You scrub it.
He thinks he's helping, but he's doing.
A good woman. Wish I had one. Got the dimples going on. Anyway, this man's girl. Let's keep it going. Like on that one.
You never say anything about Asian girls.
OBS started acting up as soon as I said something about that man's girl. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. What do you say?
You never say anything about Asian girls.
There's not a lot to say, I can't afford them.
What does that mean?
For real, like
Chosen one, you are the true definition of a popular loner. You stay to yourself, you stay in your lane, and everyone else is always in your lane. You don't sit around gossiping about people, but yet everyone sits around and gossips.
We'll save that for another time.
Hey, you ever played the holding out? Who gonna call first game with somebody who you really like, and then it's a week later and you wondering why they ain't called still? Yeah, shoulda called. Shoulda called.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a movie called Two Can Play That Game. And for the women, you should definitely check it out to see how she ended in that movie.
Absolutely.
Having that mindset of let me hold out, let me stonewall an individual, let me not talk to you, let me not apply the things that I know that
I'm gonna sum this up real quick because I don't know where that music came from. It might be copyrighted. Look, we don't play dating games. No more mental manipulation. We're not playing with y'all. Okay, you think it's cute? You got a roster? Well, go suck some dick from somebody else in your roster. Okay? Playing with y'all, man.
Let me tell y'all something. My wife knows that I don't.
I ain't got no wife.
Like, yo.
I ain't got no wife.
Makes a woman not qualify, because you say some of us we're looking for a man that we don't qualify for. So from a man standard, and I'm asking just because we're getting like different
Castle Club
perspectives, what makes a woman not qualify? Is it only the body count? What other things make a woman not qualify?
There's a multitude of different things. So it's obviously beauty, age. Do you have other children? Right? Your money really doesn't matter at all. Like men, okay. So women make money thinking
the whole song.
Hey, so what do you want to eat?
Like, I like going to stuff like Nobu. Like, it got to be like a real fancy restaurant.
Oh, so you don't eat nothing outside of that?
No. Like, I need to get like the biggest steaks, all that good stuff.
And by social media, music, and television.
Long John's. What's Long John's?
Long John's.
It's like a fish takeout place.
Nah, I don't want that. Like, you need
Captain D's.
No, you got to take me to Nobu. If you're not taking me to Nobu, I'm not going.
I mean, we can go to Nobu. I just have to call and try to get reservations if they got some. But we can do that.
Cool, I appreciate that. Let me get myself together so I can jump on the MARTA, and then I'll meet you there.
The MARTA?
Yeah, the MARTA bus. Because I don't got no car right now.
Hey, so
Yeah,
what do you want
man.
to eat?
Be just like that.
Like, I like going to stuff like Nobu.
I
Like,
think we're about out of clips.
Tired of having this. I beg you.
How does one convince themselves that what
Music. Yeah. Yeah, we done fallen off the deep end over here, man. Let's see what we got going on here, man. Fell off the deep end on those videos.
For a man to have so many bodies, be able to go in the streets and be like, I'm gonna go smash this girl. But then if a woman does that, then it's like 30 bodies. Why can't we be like y'all?
You can't be like us because you aren't us. That's number one. We're different. Number two, we're wired differently. So we can sleep with 100 women and it does not affect us emotionally, mentally. Whereas a woman, she sleep with 100 guys, impossible to make her a wife. There's no way she can bond with a man.
That sums it up right there.
Hello?
Hey, baby.
Every time hear me out. New toxic trait of mine is I done found so much peace being alone that I don't respond to nobody. And I mean nobody. I don't like nobody, don't want to talk to nobody. I enjoy myself that much that I just don't be wanting to be bothered. Am I the problem? I'm the problem. Like, I'm so at peace and silent, just focused on me.
Well, if you was at peace and you weren't telling everybody, then it wouldn't be a problem. But since you're telling us, then I don't know.
My career and everything.
You know what pisses me off with men? You can never be getting yourself together. Like, you can never be trying to just focus on the better. They always gonna think you talking to somebody else. Like, what make you think I want 2, 3, 4, 5 of y'all texting me where you at and what you doing all day? That's all y'all talk about.
All right, man. You know what I'm saying? That sums it up. I got a whole different video that I'm planning on dropping, man, with a couple different YouTubers. So, you know, Facebook is done for the day. Appreciate y'all, man. Smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. If you're not subscribed, you know you want to be part of the tribe, the wolf pack. You know, you got to drop a comment either now or during the replay, man, you know, with a timestamp. What part of the video did you like? You know, what part of the video did she get on your nerves or they got on your nerves and you disagree with? Let's talk about it in the comment section. I always talk to y'all. Y'all know that. I'm always chopping it up with y'all in the comment section. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep that going. You know what I'm saying? What else? Share the live, you guys. It's so important now more than ever. You don't understand. YouTube be tripping. Okay? So help a brother out, man. Love and light. I'm your brother and I'm out.
in this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.
Lord, see